3 Stoic principles that will change your life. 2,000 years ago, in a military tent lit by oil lamps, a Roman emperor sat writing on parchment. Outside, armies clashed. Inside, Marcus Aurelius discovered 3 principles that would echo through the ages. He carved these words into history without knowing they would survive empires. Today, you will learn the same 3 principles that guided emperors through war, philosophers through exile, and millions through chaos. The ancient Stoics lived in marble halls and prison cells. They faced plagues, political betrayal, lost fortunes, and the collapse of everything they knew. But they discovered something that freed them. Suffering came not from events themselves, but from how they perceived those events. These 3 principles are carved in stone, simple, ancient, powerful. But understanding them takes nothing. Living them takes everything. Master them, and you walk the same path as emperors and sages. Principle 1. Command your inner legion. Marcus Aurelius stood before the Roman Empire. Millions answered to his word. Legions marched at his command. Yet he wrote in his private journal, "You hold power over your mind, not the external world. Grasp this and discover unshakable strength." Consider this wisdom, the most powerful ruler in the known world, reminding himself that true dominion lies within. Ancient philosophers understood what most mortals miss. We exhaust ourselves trying to control forces beyond our reach. The changing seasons, the attitudes of others, whether merchants arrive on time, whether our messages receive answers. We lose sleep over these things. We rage against them. We suffer. All of it wasted effort, like trying to hold water in open palms. The Stoics divided existence into 2 realms, your inner kingdom and everything beyond its walls. Your inner kingdom holds your thoughts, your responses, your discipline, your character, your choices. Beyond your walls lie outcomes, other people's minds, the unchangeable past, the uncertain future, and fate's design. Most people reverse this. They obsess over the world beyond their control while their inner kingdom falls to ruin. Ancient Stoic practice teaches this lesson. When turmoil rises within you, ask, "Does this lie within my dominion?" If yes, take action with purpose. If no, release it like sand through fingers. Imagine yourself in ancient Rome. Crowds block the stone roads. Merchants argue. Progress halts. You cannot move the crowd. This is beyond your command. So what remains within your power, your composure, your thoughts? Whether you use this pause to observe the city's beauty or simmer in pointless anger. Epictetus began life in chains. Born a slave, he possessed less freedom than almost any soul in the ancient world. Yet he became one of history's freest men. His secret? He conquered the one territory that mattered. He taught, "Events themselves hold no power to disturb you. Only your judgment of them holds that power." You cannot command when stone roads clear, but you can command whether it poisons your peace. This is true power, the power emperors envied. Principle 2. The stone in the river's path. The second principle sounds like a riddle from an ancient oracle, but it contains profound truth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What blocks the path becomes the path. The obstacle doesn't stop action, it directs it." Think of water meeting stone in a mountain stream. Does the water stop? Does it curse the stone? Does it turn bitter over this injustice? No. It flows around. It flows over. Sometimes it flows straight through, carving the stone itself over time. The obstacle doesn't defeat the water. It shapes it, strengthens it, gives it form. Every figure carved into history's marble faced mountains in their path. Every single one. The difference? They didn't plead with the gods asking, "Why must I face this?" They asked, "How can this forge me stronger?" When a door closes in your face, ancient wisdom sees a corridor opening elsewhere. When you stumble and fall, philosophy sees the lesson that makes you sure on your feet. When others test your patience with their nature, wisdom sees training in endurance, in grace, in handling difficult souls. This is how Stoics transform suffering into strength. Not by pretending mountains don't exist, not by false hope, but by asking, "What use can I make of this stone in my path?" Here lies the ancient practice. When misfortune strikes, and it will strike, pause before reacting like common men. Don't cry, "Why do the fates curse me?" Ask, "What can I forge from this? What wisdom hides in this trial? What strength can I build?" A Stoic doesn't merely survive obstacles. A Stoic draws fuel from them. The very mountain that would crush lesser souls becomes the foundation of your temple. Principle 3. Contemplate the hourglass. This third principle carries darkness at first glance, but it illuminates everything. Ancient Stoics practiced something that sounds grim. They imagined losing all they held dear. Their health, their fortunes, the ones they loved, their very breath. Why practice such dark thoughts? Because it awakened profound gratitude for what remained. Picture the faces of those you cherish. Truly see them. Now imagine, just for one passing moment, that you would never look upon them again after this day ends. How would this change your words to them, your patience with them? Most mortals live as if tomorrow stretches infinitely ahead. It does not. The Stoics knew this, so they practiced remembering it. Seneca, advisor to emperors, wrote, "Knowing suffering approaches removes its power to wound you when it arrives." This isn't pessimism, it's the opposite. By imagining loss, you discover gratitude for presence. By preparing for the worst, you dissolve the fear of it. By remembering everything is borrowed from time, you live more fully in the moment that exists. Here is the ancient practice. Once each week, spend moments imagining you've lost something precious to you. Not to torture your spirit, but to appreciate it. Imagine your home reduced to ash. Then open your eyes and see your shelter with new gratitude. Imagine your body failing. Then appreciate that you draw breath, walk on solid ground, move with purpose. Marcus Aurelius contemplated his own death daily. He wrote, "You could depart from life this very moment. Let this truth shape what you do, what you say, what you think." Does this sound dark? It is liberation. When you remember life is brief as morning mist, you stop wasting heartbeats on petty quarrels. You stop delaying what matters. You stop taking those you love for granted. These three principles have guided souls for 2,000 years. Command your inner kingdom. Release what lies beyond your walls. Transform every obstacle into your teacher, every setback into your forge. Practice remembering impermanence. Cherish what you have while time permits. The Stoics didn't just write philosophy on scrolls. They lived it on battlefields, in Senate chambers, in prison cells. Marcus Aurelius led legions. Epictetus built a school of wisdom. Seneca counseled the most powerful men alive. They tested these principles against reality itself. And they endured. They prevailed. They found peace. Here is what ancient wisdom asks of you. Choose one principle, only one. For the next 7 days, practice it like a daily ritual. Notice when you grasp for control over forces beyond your reach. Release them, like offering smoke to the gods. Notice when obstacles appear in your path. Ask how they can strengthen you rather than stop you. Notice when you take blessings for granted. Imagine their absence, then appreciate their presence. 2,000 years ago, Marcus Aurelius changed his life with these principles carved in his private journal. Today, standing in the ruins of time, you can walk the same path. The question isn't whether these ancient truths hold power. Empires have risen and fallen. These truths remain. The question is, will you practice them? Begin today. Begin now. Your transformation awaits, just as it awaited emperors and slaves alike in the ancient world.